Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the GMTC TokuCast. As always, I'm your host of Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
The Cinder Blaze.
And Makotoa.
And our brand new sparkly setup. Look at all the twinkly lights, and we're flying through space. Anyway, on today's show, we are going to be reviewing for you Kamen Rider Build, episode 30. And you might be wondering, why do I have this fork? Well, I also have a cake. I'm going to be eating it throughout this because I'm hungry. Guys, what do you think about this episode?
Obviously, it was probably one of the best episodes of this entire series.
Yeah.
That was really good, and they just, from the very start of the episode, the jokes and the chemistry with the characters were just non-stop, and it was just fun all the way through.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like this episode had the right amount of heart, had the right amount, like you guys said, fun, laughter, like just the best microcosm of Build, because you still have all of the mystery around it. You still have all the plot threads just keep developing.
Yeah.
I feel like a good staple of Build is a cliffhanger. Like, always leave off with a really solid cliffhanger. That's just how it's been, and they've done it so well. And
so frequently too. It's like, as you said, it's a consistent thing with Build. A lot of other Toki shows, they just wrap up their villain of the week, and then they just kind of, flounder in the next episode while they try to find something for us to care about. And this never really ceases any of that.
Oh, and apparently, Banjo has found his place in the shipping war, because he too ships himself and Sento.
I'm pretty sure Sento ships himself with Banjo as well, so it's not completely one-sided thing.
Yeah.
He did give Banjo the letter.
The whole skit with the little figurines.
Yeah, Sento was taking it a step further. He even wanted to meet his parents, but turns out they're dead.
Oh.
Or turns out they don't exist. Because, by the way, spoilers for Build. So, if you haven't watched the episode, leave. Come back later. But leave now.
Okay, why are you giving a spoiler warning for a review of the fucking...
I don't know, man. Episode? Some people... I don't know. You do you, dude. I just want to make sure they don't get this spoiled. But, what are we talking about?
I don't know. You were the one about to spoil something.
Oh, Banjo's not human. Yeah.
Okay, Sal was the one reporting that, and I can't really trust her all too much.
That whole scene where they're just like,
No,
I think it was more like Sal was like deadpan face when she was saying it. It was just kind of like she was messing with me, Sora.
Yeah.
Then they just actually end the episode. I'm like, wait.
They ended the episode with a look of the puppets.
Yeah.
Now, was that supposed to exemplify that, in front of us is the, the happy times that they've had, but then, further on, we have some very difficult times coming in, going into more of the real world, having them in the background, we're headed toward them. That's where our destination is. The reality is everything's getting real now.
I think you're reading into it way too much.
Cool.
I kind of lost you halfway through that. But I did like how they mentioned that Sawa had nice legs in the middle of that. That was pretty nice.
Yes, certainly. And I feel like another big thing of this episode... Huh?
She called me a child.
But it's not to say this episode wasn't also emotionally resonant. I feel like one of the biggest parts, the best scenes was toward the end. They all gathered, they pulled their technicalities together to help each other, just because they want to, we pulled some strings and, technically we're not helping you, but we got you, buddy. And also, hey, Misora's crying. You made Misora cry.
Yeah. Also, another thing about the whole dollar thing.
Yeah.
Technically, he's employed by the government. That's why he took the dollar, so he can have that technical, like,
Yeah.
title. So, yeah. And then there's loopholed Sento into a fugitive, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was from the start.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. No, but wasn't he more of a fugitive from
when Scragglebeard was in charge?
Yeah, but that bad guy organization, Namba Heavy Industries.
Sure.
No,
I think you're talking about Faust.
Faust, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Also, go for it.
Also, in addition to that part, when the bromance between all the writers and like the way they kind of just like took his thunder away from him before they started sieging that one place. Oh, man, I love these secondary writers so much. Like, like the audience, we know that they're secondary writers, but in the show, like they don't feel like it. They feel like actual people, like with the same kind of like, authority as Sento in some cases.
Yeah, they're like actual characters.
I'm the main character.
Yeah.
I think the scene that actually was starting to like lose momentum was when they were fighting the copy-pasted robot things, but then the way they ended that transition it was all fine now. where they did the Kamen Rider triple kick.
Oh my
god.
into the
robots.
That rider kick was probably my favorite from this entire series.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was so good.
It's okay, the robots are all spread out, so they're not all gonna get hit by the game. Just pile on top of each other.
Yeah.
The second they die, they're just get vacuumed up by the wall.
Yeah.
Just immediately deported.
And then they get sucked back into whatever basketball court they were using for the proxy battle.
Oh man, yeah.
Now, the queen, Misora as the queen, she mentioned a new character called Evolt. Do we think that that's Brad?
Oh, it is Brad.
Yeah, and also.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's Brad's alter ego.
Mm-hmm. And now we can have our cake and eat it too. That's not why I brought this cake, but I'm gonna pretend that it was. So we have our Brad twist that he's a villain, but also we have regular Brad back. Turns out there's a good guy in him. So yeah, shoehorn cake into this episode.
The voice change.
It did, I guess, but from a guy that can change his face, that's able to change his face, other people's faces and other people's vocal patterns. I'm pretty sure that was still well within the rules of build.
Yeah, it just made a little bit more sense, Yeah.
Now, where do you guys think we're going to be taking Banjo's character?
I think it's going to be taken in a similar place as Baron from Gaim, where he's clearly a secondary character, but everyone else is kind of hyping around him as the main character. They're pretending that he's the main character within the series, but ultimately he will have to be put down by the actual main character. I don't think he's gonna actually go berserk or evil or anything like that. It's definitely a possibility because of his the way he fights.
No, go for it.
You cut off there. What was that?
Oh, they referenced that he was gonna be their hope. And now I understand why Overtime had Wizard as their thumbnail this episode this week.
I mean, he could also just be a Martian, and he would just repopulate the species or something weird like that.
Well, if you watched a bit of the preview for next episode, you'd see that there was this little kid with a bunch of wires attached to him. So maybe he was created. Maybe he is a child of Mars. Who knows?
Also, he did create the bottle, so there should be some
yeah.
kind of like parallel between him and Misora. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Although I hope this isn't like the end of his character development the second he actually does unlock that final form, because man, secondary writers don't really go far after that.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh,
I mean, like this show does really well at balancing, character relevance and like just having fun. If he was just around having fun, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, he's already been developed way more than most Q Rangers, so.
Yeah, that's not hard.
I mean, that's you can't really compare those. Oh yeah, one other gripe I kind of had with this episode was the Nanba twins. I mean, they're not twins, but
brothers.
the two guys who
Romacon
the brothers. Yeah. So they go 2v3 against Sento, Banjo, and Grease. Like they can't, like the both of them together can't even beat Sento, and they're just standing there like they have a chance. I'm like, what kind of cocky attitude these guys have? Like they don't even like. I mean, they don't even think that they'll lose.
Yeah, they don't. I don't even think they have the hazard level to go up against them. I don't know what confidence they were coming from. They've just been like. Yeah, they've just been wailed on each and every battle. It's only lucky that they've been able to get out.
Pandora's box helped them out this episode a little bit.
Yeah, it did. So that must have been, part of it. Remember they got a Dungeon Dice Monster summoned or whatever the hell? That was great.
There's some rats we need to take care of.
And you send those rats to take care of this. Rats. They're gonna get eaten.
All right, guys. I think that's mostly it for this episode. I mean, it was a lot to unpack, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
So much fun.
One of the best episodes of Build that we've had ever. And that's all of them, so,
That's all.
Yeah. And, hey, guys, if you were wondering, this cake is indeed delicious. It's a taro cake. Taro log cake. I got it at 99 Ranch. Hashtag non-spawn. Anyways, guys, I think that just about does it for us. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. And hey, we got a new anime channel. It's called AniMango. It's also in the links in the description down below.
Oh, wait, that is actually true, though.
Oh, yeah, it is. Wait. Yeah, no, all of our anime content from now on is going to be headed over there, so make sure to check that out. We're going to be finishing, Frank's on this channel, but also the other channel as well. It's a cross thing. But hey, if you like our anime content, please head on over there and subscribe. It would mean the world. The world, though! Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.
See ya.
Later.